Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series in FIFA Manager 2019. And yeah, you heard right, FIFA Manager 2019 and not Football Manager 2019. We are playing with the City Football Club just like in Football Manager 2019 and trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. So far, we aren't that far in. We are three episodes in, so we are just going to play our first league match here in the game actually. And we have some injuries from the preseason here. We have Hints who are just back after an injury. Unfortunately, our second choice on striker, Dean Moore, got injured, so we'll put Hints back in, and I think we need to bring up a striker from our reserves up to the first team. So we have a reserve player on the bench for a striker, and we also got an in here on a central midfielder here, unfortunately. So we'll play. Should we play Richard or Artus? Now that's the question. So let's compare Richard with Artus. So we want to compare you with Artus. Artus? No. Yeah, Artus. Yes, alright, so you can compare the players with themselves also, which is a little bit stupid. But here you get this skills profile like usual, and all the stats from 0 to 100, a little bit different from 0 to 20. 0 to 20 is really a little bit easier, but the scale 0 to 100 is better and easier though. But overall we see that Artus is overall a little bit better in what's really vital, I'd say. He's a little bit worse in attack and set pieces, but that is not really the key. So we'll play Artus now as a first choice. We could use the lineup assistant, of course, and if you're using that, they choose Riches over Artus, but we'll play Artus nonetheless. And we should see here, our reserve team. Do we have a striker here? Yeah, lineup assistant here on the strikers. And Bernstein, I guess, is our best option, so we'll move him to the first team for next match only. And we'll add him to the bench. And that should be everything. I feel confident now for playing this game. Yes, I want to add players here to the team. Alright, lineup assistant. So that's fixed now. And we'll go. Now the question is, I do like instant result. I don't know what you like. I think you would like to see more, but we'll do a few different ones. We have done instant result for the preseason, and we'll keep doing that a while here in the actual league season. But we'll see here. But we take the lead there early in the 22nd minute, which is very nice. And that's the end of the first half. It's a good first half, definitely. And what should we say here? Also, just continue this. That should be good. Looking at the stats, it's a pretty even game here. We hit the target as much as Tully Chamlet. Shots on target is the same. Possession is to our side of 57 to 43%, so we are looking good, I'd say. And getting a second goal there, so definitely a pretty safe victory here. So stable victory for our first match day, and we won 7 speech points, so definitely a lot there, and Striker being the player of the match for us. A match that we definitely got out and dominated more in the second half, with us only getting shots off at all actually. And you have this match report where you can read everything that is happening, much like in Football Manager. And the league after that match, pretty good for us. And actually here the settings are a little bit different. 2 teams being promoted rather than 1 team and then a huge playoff. And we had pretty good attendance there, which we knew at 972. And pretty decent on our chances, I'd say. We've scored at 0.15 of our chances, 13 chances and 2 goals. Which is alright, I'd say anyway, but yeah, not quite sure. Morton were injury that we knew before, that were before this match, so you were going to be out for up to 11 days, and that were on the 22nd, so you should be pretty back pretty soon. We got scouting finished there until we channeled it, and got merchandise ready there, which is good, so we'll go to our merchandise yet again. And Ricardo got moved back to the reserves again, which he should be doing, so that's alright. And we have a calculated profit here, and also a actual current profit here, and actually our fan base going down here so far after just 1 game. From we started at 300, now it's 297, which is not that great, but it's alright. And we'll launch the baby rattle, and for now, let's see here, yeah, we'll research the clock, I guess. And let's take a look here on our financial status. We are no budget since we own the club, which is good, of course, but I would like to see a projection like we see in Football Manager. So that might be me as well, of course. But I guess this is the calculation here of how it will go at the end of the season. Yeah. So at the end of the season, I guess they are calculating that we will end up with 16k. So really we need to net more in income and maybe have a little bit less in wages. Yeah. And what's worst is the cost is from staff here is what's really costing us too much money. So what do we have here in staff? Is it myself that is costing money? Could that be the case? Certainly could be the case. So here you have myself. So let's see here. And now personal life, yeah. So yeah, we'll check out the personal life there pretty soon. Salary 529 per week, I guess. Yeah, I know you can give all your money to your own club, which I used to do just to get in the extra cash. Now we are, yeah, I don't know exactly why I do get the salary if I own the club. It's really a bit strange in a way. But yeah, alright, we'll just move on here and see how that affects us. Yeah, stadium infrastructure, we haven't bothered with that yet, so we should do that. And we don't like to have our director of football to change the transfer fee demands of our players. That's definitely something we want to handle ourselves. Sorry, I really got something in my throat here. You will maybe not hear it, this ramble. I will edit it out, even though we keep it raw and slow gaming. So let's check out the stadium infrastructure then, which we were told to check out. So is it club facilities? Yeah, and stadium facilities. So we had last match, high attendance, catering, we lost money on it. On that, so that's alright. So Matchday program, let's run 101. We can sell them at 1.6 and see if we make a profit. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll do one facility or toilet, I guess. Public transport. Yeah, I guess we can do public transport for the game. With barrier, we don't really have that, so that should be alright. So we actually netted positive income on that last game. But how? How did we net profit or income on that? I only see costs that are higher. Where were the income? So it was only on catering? Yeah, only on catering. So definitely add in one catering. Then we have facilities and public cost, yeah. So definitely should have one catering. Catering for the high attending games, and let's run a little bit of a match program for our guests. And the youth tournament, and the winner were Leeds United here. And you get some value here on players and such, which is really nice. Purvis here having no value for some reason, which is really odd. Something is you can try to offer the players contracts here. They are of course not interested in trying to sign with us, but you can try. Which is funny, at least for me. I think it's been pretty funny. So game coming up here is against Chelmsford, and you also get these stars on season so far and current form, and team rating is blacked out. You have a number here, as said, if you choose that. And second match day in all games here, and win and losses in them and everything like that. And we'll use our lineup assistant here very much, and how we have set it up. So we set it up here basically. No, where did we set that up? Rules here, lineup rules. So that's basically how they will choose. So that should be all right. And for this episode we'll go with the instant results, and can go out, let's see here, we'll go out and say we'll get something out of this game. Half time and nothing much at all happening here so far. let's see here. Do we get stats? No, we don't get stats. And on anything what's happening, yeah, here we do have the stats. So shots, it's been 1-to-1 shots on target 1-0, and possession 53 to 47% for us in advantage. And we'll go with this one. Let's make sure the press has something good to write about us. I think we can do better here, definitely. And unfortunately, we get a goal against us here very shortly thereafter. So let's check Dean Moore here. So shoot power 50, long shots 44, finishing 49. Fitness not that great, energy decent. So hints here, long shot 64, shot power 63, finishing 65. Yeah, hints here being a very good player. And also here, see here they get experience and points regarding that, so they get -4 on their total level, I believe, for their experience here. And yeah, total level, which we don't see. It's a little bit fun that I speak about that most of the time so far in this series, and we have turned that off. So yeah, don't really want to change him out. And let's see Brunt here. Brunt with really good finishing as well, 70 and 68 in shoot power, so that's nice, and heading accuracy 69. And he has actually also very low experience, which is a little bit odd. And let's see here, career stats, yeah, when we can't really change. Let's see here on transfer. Here we can see at least we have played 135 games up to that date, and I guess that is correct though. Yeah, I don't really know what changes we could possibly do. Rig is someone we could take off, of course. Let's take off Rig and play Stern there. And let's play Morton back in as well here. Morton instead of Richards. So let's see if we can get something happening here. No, unfortunately it didn't work out for us there. So the scoreline or the final result is 0-1 for Bassett versus Chelmsford here in our second match day in National League South. And we lose some speech points here, or basically we lose the one we used. So yeah, we were the stronger game, and they had 2 shots and none on target, but still they managed to score a goal, which is a little bit odd. Don't really know how that works out, but alright. So after that we are now down to 9th in the league, and also this is very nice that you in this overview easily get to see the average attendance. And also good to see that we are so high in the attendance there, or attendance table. That is something we are not in Football Manager. And our chances getting pretty worse here, so not that accurate or good in our finishing, unfortunately. And we also have this Matchday stats and the team of the day, which you can check there easily. And performance is easy here, also after each match day, very convenient. So here you have actually so we did find the total level of our team here. So our total level is 523, Ilike is 543. So Chelmsford here actually being a tough opponent at 513, so not too bad. Average rating here is very bad actually for us, at an average of 6.18, but this is a little bit more, less nuanced than in Football Manager, since we are only getting 6, 7, 5 for single digits ratings on our players. I wonder, is this still a Matchday stats or not? Yeah, I think this is Matchday stats. Yeah, I believe so. And we had the worst passing completion. Yeah, exactly, today or season. And today or in the season we are only fourth actually in the level here. Average rating, I do believe we are quite bad. Yeah, unfortunately so. Chances we are quite high. Shots we are quite low. Possession we are in the bang in the middle. Passing completion we are very bad actually. And here you have the top players easily accessible as well, which is very nice. Top scorers and everything like that. And you have fair play as well. So all the stats really well accessible to you straight in the league table and everything like that, which I think is a really beneficial and good thing to have. And Morten being fit again, so that's good. And more getting out for one day after that match, I believe, or was it the day before? The day before. And season tickets ended up being sold 137, bringing in 28k to us, which is good. And chance for the beat our reserves team quite badly with 3-0, which is a little bit unfortunate. Our third match day will be against Wellston here. And yeah, I'm really missing that total number, but it is a little bit too easy just to look down on the numbers and not doing logical thinking about what's best. And I really are a little bit upset about the personal fortune. I don't really need 3k after 1 month. I gladly give that to the club to better our finances, but I really can't or don't know how to do that. And we should line up a assistant here, and we get team dynamics here that we are not talking with our players, and that will be negative in the long run. So how do I talk with my players? So player talks, and yeah, so this is a little bit of trouble. I think in FIFA Manager that you should do so much player talks, which is a little bit of a hassle really. And what will I want to say to you, for example? I don't know. What do I want to say to you? You must become stronger, let's say that. So, play talks. Have you been playing for? Not really. Let's let him know that he should be stronger as well. Watkins. I want you to give us more in training. Yeah, and there's also this that you don't know really what to say. This player wants to play. Just say to him, set higher objectives. So yeah, so far these player talks I don't think are working for us really. We'll let him know that he should be better in crosses. What do I want to say to you? Give more in training. And yeah, that will be everything for now. Definitely done a lot of play talks there. Probably doing more damage than good. And we'll do a pre-match speech and tell the team to get stuck in and want to get a result. And I think we should maybe have pressed the lineup button there before starting the game. But nonetheless, no matter Freddie Hinz here with 2 goals in the first half, so that's very, very good. And finally our fitness coming up here to decent level on our plays, so that's very, very good. Definitely what we need. So let's halftime talk here. So 3 versus 1 and 3 versus 0 in shots on target here versus Wellstone, and possession 60 to 40%, so that's very good. And we'll just say let's continue like that. And we managed to get in 1 more goal, and it's Freddie Hinz that too. So I had to trick there by Freddie Hinz, which is very, very nice. So a good result, and that brought us up to 6th place in the league, which is nice. And also here you can do like this, change it from 2nd to 3rd match day, on the 3rd match day, from minute 5 to minute 90, and sort things like that. It's pretty crazy. I guess you maybe can do things like that in Football Manager as well, but in some ways I just feel this interface is a lot easier, and this is actually not 9 years old but 7 years old interface, which is it's just baffling for me in a way. And let's see here, reserve team best player was John Cox. Yeah, but he don't seem good at all, at least not in my eyes. I really need to sort and think about this financial situation. Trend calculated, season, yeah, okay, calculated is what we will get in, and season is what we're actually doing. So the trend is upwards on sponsors and tickets. Sponsors definitely being a lot higher than calculated, which is good. It's almost 90k over what we calculated there, so and that should be here, right? In our calculated income calculation here, yeah. So sponsors 106. So we have calculated for some TV money, which we haven't got yet, but we will get that later, I guess. So we should be alright with our finances actually. So we'll do one more game here in this episode before ending this one. So maybe we'll do 4 matches per episode here in this Let's Play series, or we'll maybe do even more. Can't really say that at this stage. And filter, retain, automatic lineup completion, yeah. And rules, and let's see here, yeah, so it should be like that, yes. Use proposed lineup, yeah, alright. So let's start the match here directly, and something to say there's also a clock in the game, which is super good for those of us getting a little bit stuck in the games sometimes. So Eastbourne Borough definitely know that this is a pretty strong team, so we'll go out and say a win is possible today. Don't want to go out too hard and say that we'll never lose this game. And we have Rostern having a pretty bad game here actually, and he's playing right midfielder, even though that's his best as a left midfielder. So we'll actually play Reigns here, we'll get a chance straight off, I think. Fitness is important, but maybe they are skipping that a little bit too much. And we are not doing too good here so far. I will go with a come on, and you get you see here the condition for you to get speech points, basically, and you can have different speeches if you needed to, of course. And atmosphere and teamwork are still not too good. I wonder if talking here comes to talking to the players, so we'll actually try that a little bit. And let's see here, we'll criticize Stern, even though we are switching him out, and we criticize him very gentle with just saying that he were rubbish, which is pretty funny. Romansky will praise, doing a good match, and will motivate a few players here. That's motivate and Hinz and Brandt, and we can actually ask the assistant to do this, which should do it as effective as possible, hopefully. So a little bit to go here in the match. What will happen? No, we get a goal against us, unfortunately. Eastbourne taking the lead here in the 87th minute, and I think we have actually done all our substitutions that we can. So we'll stop with the stoppage behind and manage to get in one more goal there, unfortunately. So the final scoreline 2-0 for Eastbourne Borough versus Bath. And let's see here in the match stats. And we only managed to get off a one shot and not hitting the target, and they getting off 5 shots. And winning the possession 60-40%. They did as well. We did have a very good rating on Candy, which is very good. Rainston didn't have any good game whatsoever. They also did a bad sub there of Stern, I guess, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we're trying our best just as usual. So after that Matchday, we are now 8th in the league after 4 matches with a win-loss. So that's how it is, and we are still very low in the chances. We are not effective enough. Hopefully we will get that up throughout the season here. But anyway, we'll go to the home screen here, and then we'll say that this were everything for this episode. And as you see, we were straight after we end the last game, we were straight into the next game without too much hassle about just about anything. And that's really the key here. And then you can go and check all the mains that you get here throughout the week that are not really that important. If something is important, you can stop, of course, and you can set settings when to get the game stopped and everything like that, which is good. And we would benefit from talking to our players more often. Jesus. Wants to improve. Let's do a play chart then. I want you to give more in training, and he thinks that's not more to give in training really, which is a shame. And a man, let's talk to him. And how's the family will ask him, and then it's a good option to try and use, but then you get things like that they want you to ask about football, and that's understandable, of course. Anyway, one thing to note here also in the match list is you get these boxes. Green should be easy wins, and orange is similar match teams, red is much tougher teams. So we will try to take a note about that a little bit more in next episode as well, and things like that. And actually here, let's see here, personal life, is that how we do it? No, here, my career. Here we can, if we need to, we can donate money to the club. So we can donate all the money that we have earned so far. And I don't know why we have earned so much money, actually. Don't understand it at all. Yeah, salary 26.5k for 1 year. Yeah, alright, no, never mind, we'll look further into that in the next episode. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode, remember to smash that like button, and if you haven't done so already, think about hitting that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!